Hi there and welcome to English 104 Online. This video is designed just to give you a little bit of an overview of the class, to welcome you, to introduce myself as your instructor. I'm Sue McIntyre and I'm looking forward to a great semester online with you, both through these videos and through the writing that we're going to do together back and forth and amongst all the class members. This video actually is just a welcome and a little bit of a chance for me to discuss the class and who is the best student for this class, and for you to identify whether you're that person. And I think that the class this is the fourth semester, so second full year that I've been teaching this class online, and I've learned a lot about online teaching, and I've also learned a lot about online learning, I think, by seeing and interacting with students and how they succeed or fail to succeed in this class. And I wanted to give you some pointers so that you can make sure that you're in the right place right at the beginning of the semester. First of all, I think that taking this class or taking an online class can be really great. I like it. I have a really busy schedule. In addition to teaching at the university, I work with teachers. I also own a business. I travel quite a bit. I do a lot of walking and go to races. And so online teaching gives me a lot of flexibility, and that might be the case for you. You might have a busy schedule with other activities or with just your school schedule, your work schedule. Some of you might be athletes or in extracurriculars, and it's a good way to be able to balance things without having to schedule a set time in the middle of the day when classes usually meet. It's also great. You can be in your pajamas. You can do it from home. You can work on your phone when you are traveling. And so there's a lot of great built-in things to online classes. The thing that I think that's important for you to realize, though, is maybe some misperceptions or some things that you might expect from some online classes, because all online classes are not the same. Some are really self-paced and allow you to go at your own rate. You could do a lot way ahead. You can not do some things for quite a period of time and then get back to it. And I think that that's one really big difference about this class and other online classes. In this class, you will have deadlines 3 days a week, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And there's a variety of different things. You'll be able to look through our page and see the schedule, and there's an overview in the Moodle overview about how that's all going to look and work for you. And so it is important for you to be aware of that your timing is going to be really required. That for one thing, a lot of people think, oh, online classes are easier. You do things, you take some tests, it's all done. And that's not the case with this class at all. For the first thing, English 104 is called Accelerated Composition and Rhetoric for a reason. And that's because instead of taking English 102 and 103 over the course of 2 semesters, English 104 is designed to get that same requirement for your general education communications done all in one semester. So by that very nature, it's already indicating that it's really intensive and more compressed in time. And so English 104 is much more fast-paced than English 102 and 103. We jump right in with reading more complex things, with writing longer papers, with requiring some type of research ability and skill, or at least the interest in learning and understanding that very quickly. And so that's an important thing to consider. In addition to the intensity of the English 104 class overall, in the online version of the class, we also have the fact that there's a lot of writing going on, and writing can be time demanding. And there's a lot of writing going on because when you think about it, the things that we would have done in class in person, have discussions about things, respond and share information about each other's writing, now has to all be done through writing. And so you're going to be writing a lot. On a weekly basis, you should expect to write at least 1,000 words, and sometimes it's more than that. You'll be writing responses to reading, you'll be writing essays, you'll be writing reflections on your writing, you'll be reading other people's writing, and you'll be providing them feedback in writing. And so there's a lot of writing going on here. And it's important for you to understand that. And so those are 2 things about the class that aren't true, that it's self-paced or that it's easier. And so if those were 2 of your big hopes in this case, this might not be the class for you. The student who is the student for this class is someone who has a lot of self-discipline, who will take initiative and who will plan their time. This does require, as I said, regular deadlines. I set it up so that it's a pretty regular schedule in that respect so that you can plan accordingly. You're going to need to build time in to do the work for this class. I think one of the things that students struggle with the most at the beginning is the fact that it's online. It's easy to push aside in favor of your other classes where you're going to show up and you're seeing your instructor and face-to-face, and it's a little bit easier to ignore or reject this class schedule in a way. But you need to build time in. You have to think about the fact that in addition to the time that you would have spent in class, which is 3 hours, then you'll have to do all the work for the class. And you really need to have a solid 10 to 15 hours per week scheduled for the class in order to do the work some weeks. And so that's an important thing for you to consider. You need to take initiative to get in touch with me to let me know if you don't understand something. I have 1 office hour a week because I'm only teaching this one section of the class right now. But I'm happy to meet with you at other times. I just schedule that 1 hour because my experience is that online students don't take advantage of face-to-face office hours very often. So rather than schedule a ton of hours that nobody shows up for, I just schedule an hour and then ask that you reach out to me. I'm happy to meet with you at other times and days. And so that's something for you to keep in mind. My apologies, I'm getting over a little bit of a cold right now. The final thing, if that student sounds like you, having initiative, planning your time, working with others in groups, you'll be doing lots of group responding and discussing, then this is the class for you, and I'm looking forward to a fantastic semester. If that doesn't sound like you, if you struggle to schedule your time, if you are looking for something that you could just do at your own pace and your own time, it might be a good idea to drop this class and to sign up for the face-to-face class, or even to sign up for English 102, 103 combined, which is a little bit more flexible and gives you, things at a slower pace in many regards. Whichever your decision, I wish you a successful spring semester. And if you're staying in the class, I'll be seeing you soon on Moodle. Bye-bye.